readers, Miss Holstein here, reading to you another Pete the Cat series book. Today's story, Pete goes traveling with his rock band. He gets to go to many different countries and different places. If you notice on the cover page, he has some suitcases with some cool stamps and stickers on the front. And his guitar, of course. You can't rock out without a guitar. Remember, we're going to use our tracker eyes and our magic pointer fingers to read along with the pages. Reading in 3, 2, 1. Pete the Cat's World Tour. Pete and his bandmates are going on a world tour. They are ready to rock. The first stop is Mexico. Pete is very hungry before the concert. What should I eat? He wonders. What do you think he should eat in Mexico? How about tacos? Suggests Gus. Pete tries a taco filled with fish, salsa, and lettuce. Tangy, he says, and delicious. Gus eats one filled with nopales. That is a kind of cactus. Gus! Next, the band performs on a mountain in Peru. The view is awesome, says Pete, but it's chilly up here. Would you like a cup of Peruvian hot chocolate? Asks a fan. I would love some, says Pete. Everyone tries the hot chocolate and it warms them up. Peru is awesome. When the band arrives in Iceland, everyone is tired. That was a long flight, Pete says. We need to relax. Let's take a dip in the Blue Lagoon, suggests Octopus. It is cold outside and hot in the lagoon. The water is very soothing. Ah, just what I needed, Pete says. Now the band will be ready to rock out tomorrow. In France, Pete wants something fancy. Should I have a baguette or an eclair? Asks Pete. Try both, says the baker. Merci, says Pete. That means thank you in French. Pete eats his French treats in front of the Eiffel Tower. It is a beautiful sight. The Eiffel Tower is the big structure behind Pete. It is a historical landmark, and what that means, it's been around for years and years, and it's something that people like to travel to and visit as a tour site. The next show is in London. The band jumps on a red double-decker bus and explores the cool city. They see Big Ben. Look at the time! We've got to go to our next stop, says Grumpy Toad. Big Ben is another historical landmark or another historical site that you can travel to in London, England. It's a very big clock and it's very old, but also very beautiful, and it still works today. It still shows the time and it still chimes. Next, the band performs with a cool local singer on the Great Wall of China. Afterward, they're starving. Look at the local singer. It's a panda, my favorite animal. They eat dumplings with chopsticks. Yum. I love dumplings. In India, the band performs in front of a palace. They jam for hours in the hot sun. I could use a refreshment, says Pete. He takes a sip of cold mango lassi. Yum. A lassi is kind of like a smoothie. It's a very cold, refreshing drink for working on a hot day. Pete and his friends ride camels in Egypt. They rock out in front of the Great Pyramid. Do you think my drums will wake up the mummies? Asks Gus. Oh, Gus. The band rocks out at Victoria Falls. It is a waterfall between Zambia and Zimbabwe. We are in 2 countries at the same time, says Squirrel. Groovy, says Pete. The last stop on the tour is in Trinidad. Let's make this one count, says Pete. The band performs on the beach all day. The crowd goes wild. That was an amazing show, says Pete. I can't wait to come back. The worldwide tour is over, and it is time to go home. There's no place like home, Pete says, but the world is full of groovy things, and I can't wait to see them all. The end. Did you like traveling with Pete today? He went to so many different countries and wonderful places to see. My favorite place that he went to was in Peru, where they had the hot chocolate. In Peru, they have the best cocoa beans to make hot chocolate and regular chocolate. I'd love to travel there one day. What was your favorite place that Pete went to? I hope that you keep reading, readers, and we'll continue to read these Pete the Cat series book. You can find these books on Scholastic book websites, at your local library, or at your school library. Be reading to you next time, readers. Bye-bye!